What's going on, everybody? My name's Chris, aka Trendwise, and I wanted to put together a quick case study on how exactly I made over $500 profit every single hour last month going live as a TikTok Shop affiliate with only two different products. Now, I've seen a lot of people making case studies using my numbers from Calodata. So Calodata numbers are not accurate. I'm going to give you guys the real numbers. So if you stick around to the very end, I'll show you guys exactly how much money I made last month by doing this. So let's jump into it. So first, let's take a look at the Calodata numbers because these are the numbers that everyone else has been using for case studies that they're doing with my account here. Now, Calodata says I did $961,000 in revenue for the month of May. That's obviously incorrect, but I want to just go over this first. $961,000 in revenue. 2.8 million views. That's pretty accurate. It was actually about 3 million. 13.9 thousand video views. That's irrelevant. I only have two videos. And then added about 5,000 followers. That's pretty close. So those are the Calodata numbers just for a reference point. Now let's kind of get into the good stuff here, right? So the products that I was doing, like I said, only two products, and I was doing them together at the same time. This is a screenshot here. I'll move this out of the way so you guys can see. But this is a screenshot of my live from the point of view of what people are actually seeing on TikTok, right? The two products I was doing were the multi-collagen peptides and the vitamin D3 and K2 from Micro Ingredients. I was selling them at the same time. I was getting 18% commission. Now, standard commission on these is 15%. After I started making sales, I did request an increase in commissions, which you all should be doing too once you start selling a product consistently, right? So 18% commission is not ideal, but it's definitely better than 15, right? And because the products were selling so well for me, I was willing to accept a lower commission because I was still obviously making very good money. Now, as you guys can see by the display, super simple, super clean, right? Nothing fancy about it. I think a lot of people go wrong with their displays. They try and get too fancy, try and have all these flashy lights, whiteboards, stuff like that. That stuff's not necessary. You need a super simple display. You see I use the billboard function, which again, my billboard could probably even be better, but that worked for me. And then clean background, some nice ramekin dishes to display the products outside of the containers. So those are the two products I was doing. Now, let's get into the setup, right? So setup, super simple, guys. You don't have to overthink this, right? You don't need a ton of fancy equipment, or you don't need to spend a bunch of money. The little desk that you see, I bought off TikTok for 50 or 60 bucks. It's portable, it moves up and down, and it's perfect for doing lives, right? So the portable desk, that's 50, 60 bucks. My iPhone, right? Everyone has a smartphone, so iPhone, Android, doesn't matter. You already have that. You don't need to go buy something. The stand, so that's that little silver stand my phone is on. That's the stand I was using on top of those cardboard boxes just to get the right angle. Just makes it a lot easier and than just holding your phone, right? Or, you also don't have to worry about the phone moving around and it just being low quality. Last piece of equipment was the ring light. Again, this is something I bought on Amazon. I think it was like 15 bucks. But you do need to make sure that you have good lighting. A lot of people mess up the lighting part, but it's super easy. Really shouldn't mess that up. Just get a ring light, turn the other lights in the room on. It should look just fine. Now, let's get into the strategy behind it, right? So the strategy is simple. I'm going to move this over here so you guys can see this. The strategy is simple. I spent probably an hour or so creating a script for these products before I ever went live for the first time. So you want to make sure that you understand the products really well, and you want to make sure that you're creating a script that you can follow. That way you're staying on point the entire time. So what I'm doing is I'm building value, then I'm creating urgency and asking for the sale. And you're just repeating that process, right? Because people are constantly cycling in and out of your lives. You're constantly getting new people in there. People are constantly leaving. So you want to kind of make sure that you're sprinkling in enough value building as well as creating enough urgency so people hear the value and they also hear the urgency and go ahead and make a purchase, right? Also engaging. You want to make sure that you're engaging with your audience. You want to make sure that you're asking questions or answering questions and also responding to comments. People like this. A lot of the people that are asking questions are people that are thinking about buying the product. So by answering their questions, you now remove a barrier for them in terms of making the decision to go ahead and make a purchase. We're also repeating the script, like I just said, right? The script gets repeated every 5, 10, 15 minutes, just depending on how long it is and how many questions you're answering, right? And the last thing that we're doing is we're constantly improving the script. The script that I started with these products is not the script that I ended with. So as you say something over and over and over for hours on end, you're going to eventually find better ways to say things. You're also going to hear things from people in your lives, certain questions, certain comments that you now realize, hey, this is important to actually include in what I'm saying, just in terms of making sure I'm building enough value and taking away as many barriers as possible to go ahead and get people to go ahead and make a decision, make a purchase. So the script that I started with was only like a page and a half long. The script that I ended with, even though I didn't write it down as I went, it's just kind of in my head. You say it so many times, it's in your head, right? But the script I ended with, I did go ahead and type it out for everyone in the Live Academy. And that ended up being like 3.5 pages or so. So you guys should constantly be improving what you're doing, especially over time. You're going to figure out what's working well and what's not. Now, last part here. Let's get to the actual numbers, right? Calidata says I did 900 something thousand dollars in GMV. That's obviously incorrect. My GMV last month for May was $141,000. Now, GMV, for those of you guys that don't know, GMV is not what we get paid on. GMV is the number after any coupons from discount or any coupons from TikTok, excuse me. So what we actually get paid on is going to be the commission base. The commission base is $207,400, right? So that's what I got paid on. That's what my commission is based on. The 18%, it's based on that number. So therefore, estimated commissions was $36,200. Total product views, again, this is 99.9% from the lives that I did, was 3 million views. So averaging about 100,000 views on my lives every single day. Now, I did not go live every single day in May. I went live probably about 24 times or so, average of 2 or 3 hours. Total hours for the month of May was only about 60. So I was live for 60 hours, made about $36,000. Really, it's closer to $600 an hour, but we're being conservative here with the numbers. Total product clicks 42,700. So earnings per click, probably right around 85 cents, 90 cents, somewhere around there. So pretty decent earnings per click. That's going to vary depending on your conversion rate and the sale price of the product that you're doing, of course, right? So those are the numbers. Again, only about 60 hours, about $600 an hour. We put 500 for the video, but we're just being conservative there. If you guys have questions about this, go ahead and drop them down in the comment section down below. This is just the first video of many of you guys. I want to start bringing as much value as possible to you guys when it comes to TikTok Shop, affiliate marketing, going live, making videos, stuff like that, because this is by far the biggest opportunity that I've ever seen. Whether you want to do it as a side hustle or whether you want to do it full time to make significant income, right? I've only done TikTok Shop lives for about 3 months, and I've made about 6 figures, just shy of 6 figures, and that's only over 3 months doing it very, very part time, maybe about 15 hours a week. So I'm part of a community called Social Army. It is the fastest growing community for affiliates on TikTok Shop. They have training from affiliates that have done millions of dollars in sales. They have most of the top affiliates in there. The community is outstanding. They have everybody in there is extremely helpful. If you guys have questions, you need answers, people in there are going to help you out. So you get to learn from the best, get questions answered from the best. If you guys want to join Social Army, there is a link down in my description here. And then, of course, if you guys want to learn more about this stuff, I will be posting videos about once a week or so. So go ahead and give this page a follow, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Take care, everybody.